In this week's video, I'm going to tell you about all the reasons why you should get rabbits, not cats, rabbits for your homestead or farm.
And I'm going to tell you all the reasons why you should not.
So, number one, I'm going to win this. So you're going to get rabbits. Number one, if you're raising meat rabbits, they taste amazing. You have to agree with me there.
I do have to agree with that. Rabbit is very good. Cat, we can never do any videos. The cat is rubbing against the tripod. Get out of here.
I think they taste even better than chicken. And they eat a lot cleaner. Chickens are disgusting. You know how disgusting chickens are?
Chickens are disgusting. I will agree with that. However, rabbits are destructive. Chickens, you put them in a pen and they're in a pen. Rabbits, if you don't have a good pen, like wire, even wire sometimes they chew. They chew on everything. Wood, they are very destructive.
They chew, they dig.
They dig, yeah, that's the other one. So like you have to have wire on the floor or stay on top of covering up their holes.
Yeah, but if you have a garden, they have great fertilizer. See, chickens, they
have great fertilizer too.
Yeah, but you have to compost it. It's very hot. Rabbit manure, you can just throw right on your plants and you have beautiful plants. See, our peas are beautiful.
I know. Okay, so yes, rabbit manure is a cold manure and you can put it directly on your garden and it's great. Chicken manure is also good, but you just have to...
You have to compost it.
You have to
and
wait.
You have to have the space to have that.
Okay, I mean, pros and cons.
Yeah. You have to buy in all your meat chickens. Rabbits, you can breed. And they have a lot in the litter. They're normally 8. And you can breed like every other month. I figured it out once. I don't know if I wrote it down. How many baby bunnies I got from my one doe in a year.
You'll have to look it up and I'll put it on the screen of how many.
Yeah.
In 1 year.
I can figure that out.
Huh. Yeah, that's true. We do buy our meat chicks in. And your rabbits, you can just breed and keep breeding.
Yeah.
But then you also have to take care and feed your stock.
Yeah, but that's...
I think that outweighs it.
Yeah, I kind of think so. Because you can breed every other month. Breed the same doe every other month.
I think it does add up.
And then... and then for growing them out, you only have to grow them out for, 12 weeks.
My meat birds are averaging 9.5 weeks, though.
Yeah.
Of course, we got straight males this time, so that helps. But I think last year was like 11 weeks, so it's still 1 week less.
Yeah. Well, actually,
oh no.
Actually, this past, I think it's 2 months, my rabbits have been growing out a week early. It's thrown all my scheduling off, but they've been putting on weight pretty fast.
I wonder if that has to do with the time of the year.
It might, because like in the spring it's cooler, and I noticed like last fall they grew faster, so like probably in the cooler weather.
So not in the summer.
Yeah, and these hot days I haven't been having to fill their food up. They don't eat as much.
Oh.
Because they're just laying around.
Yeah, they don't do anything. It's too hot.
Yeah. So, you know, when you have a rooster, wake up in the morning, it's really loud, or you have your chickens that are really loud when they lay their eggs, or even the goats yelling, the cows mooing. Rabbits are quiet.
I don't think I have anything to go with that one.
It's very, unless like the rabbit is in trouble or dying, they don't make any noise.
I guess so.
Yeah.
They thump their feet sometimes when they're mad or like they're scared.
Yeah. Yeah, they do that.
But compared to the chickens this morning,
Or Luna yesterday,
yeah, they were
the
yelling.
cow, she was mad.
Okay, they're quiet, but they smell. They stink.
Yeah, but not as much as chickens. They're not as disgusting as chickens.
They still have a smell to them, though. You can't deny
Yeah.
the smell.
So does chickens, so do goats, so do cows, so do pigs. Pretty much
Okay,
all
but if-
livestock.
But if you were like a small farm or like even in, not really like a town, but like
Outskirts.
outskirts of
Yeah.
a town, you could probably get away with rabbits more so than chickens.
Yeah, probably.
Because, I mean, they're quiet and the smell isn't bad.
Yeah.
That's bad. Okay, how about this? They just randomly die. For no apparent reason.
Well, they get scared and they die. They randomly die.
They do.
They randomly die.
You can lose whole litters.
Yes.
Too hot, too cold, mama doesn't take care of them.
Because normally mama doesn't take care of them. But if you have good does, you just gotta get good stock. You can do pretty good.
But they randomly die. But I guess that goes with any
Anything.
animal.
Goats randomly die. We had that one goat randomly die.
I have no idea why.
Yeah.
Chickens randomly die. But, I mean, chickens.
Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't say anything.
We'll just move on. Okay, so they randomly die. Moving on. They're mean. They scratch you. They bite you. She's gotten bit by a mean mama before.
She was fighting with somebody else.
And you got in the way?
And I got it. I was trying to break it up, and then she bit me. And then I also do have one that she bites when you get close to her babies, but only at a certain stage. Like if they're really young, then she bites. But if they're older, then she's fine.
How's your arms? Are they scratched up?
Right there. I was weighing rabbits today.
Right there,
Right
right there. What's this one?
I was cutting flowers and my knife slipped. Yeah,
Okay, doesn't have anything to do with that.
we don't talk about that.
So they're mean, they scratch, they bite.
But they can be nice. See, Betty in there, she's the sweetest little thing.
How about when you have to go to pick...
Sweetest big thing.
Yeah, that's true. How about when you have to pick her up and put her in with the pup? Is she still nice? Or isn't she
She doesn't scratch. She doesn't like to be picked up. But if you grab her,
the right way?
she's-
You gotta hold rabbits the right way.
yes, you gotta learn how to do that.
Okay.
They don't need a whole lot of space. You just have cage. You can raise them in a cage. In a colony.
But,
I have 3 in a colony.
but,
And then you don't have to have individual waters and individual feeders.
yes. But, you do have to have cages for their babies once they need to be weaned
Yeah.
and away from their mama.
But that's great fertilizer for your lawn.
Yeah, we have movable outside cages that go in our yard.
And our yard is beautiful.
If you mow it and take
Do you
care
still
of
have
it.
that picture?
Oh, I might have that picture. It was like a side by side of where the rabbit cage was, and then the other side didn't have it. And it was like a very strong
that
difference
was
of
pretty
colors.
nice. This is the best one. They're so cute. Those cute little things, those little fluff balls.
Do you have any little fluff balls in here? Little chicks are cute too, but then they grow up to be big chickens.
I got one for you.
Oh, you got one for me too.
Here you go.
Okay. Hi, little bunny.
Ain't that so cute?
This is the cute stage.
Yes, this is the very cute stage.
Their ears are up, their eyes are opened. Want some grass?
These guys mad.
He's a little scared.
Yeah, they escaped from their box, so now they're under the
Shadow,
cages.
No, No bunnies.
Dinner. And once they're 4 weeks old and weaned, you can sell them as pets.
Oh, another cat just went by. Oh, no.
Everybody wants a bunny.
Yeah, they're
And
cute.
they can be pretty profitable. Selling them as pets.
And people do want pet rabbits.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. And even not pets, even for like breeding.
Yeah, if
People buy them for breeding.
if you have good stock, you can sell them.
Yeah.
Okay, the only other one I have is they take a lot of time to take care of.
Yes, they do.
Because feed and water them, how often?
See,
Do you only feed them at night, basically?
yeah, I only feed them at night.
Because they normally eat at night and then they eat early in the morning.
Yeah.
That's how
So
rabbits are.
if you have big enough feeders, just
Yeah.
fill them up.
Yeah, that's
And they're good to go.
Yeah, that's. And then waters.
Yeah.
But wintertime, you have a whole different way of having to take care of them because your water's
It freezes. Yeah.
So then you're going out 2-3 times a day.
On the
giving-
really cold days, yeah.
Giving them fresh,
Unfrozen.
water.
Yeah.
And then also on the really hot days, bunnies don't like it very hot. So
Yeah, I put ice bottles or water bottles in the freezer for tomorrow.
oh yeah, tomorrow's gonna
It's
be
supposed to be pretty hot.
So then we give them ice bottles for them to lay next to. It helps them a little bit. Oh, and cleaning cages. But that could go hand in hand with your, your gardening.
Yeah, see, today I cleaned out the one colony and put it right on the corn.
So I guess, okay. If you couldn't tell, she takes care of the rabbits and I take care of the chickens.
Yeah, I don't think I would have chickens if I had to take care of chickens.
It's not that bad. Like, chickens, I don't have to stop and pet every single one. Whereas you're just sitting there holding bunny. I see her standing sometimes in the middle of the yard, by her rabbit cage, holding her bunny up here, just petting it. And these bunnies are for meat. They're not to keep. They're not for pets. But she really takes care of them.
Yeah, you gotta make them at least a little bit friendly, so they're not tearing your hand off when you're trying to kill them.
That is so.
Okay, I think we're done.
Okay, maybe.
Think we're done? You have anything else?
But if I had to take care of the rabbits, we probably wouldn't have rabbits.
Rabbit meat is very good though.
We did have rabbit meat, was it 2 nights ago? And then we had chicken.
There were even tenderloins from the chicken.
I mean, they were both good. But that rabbit in the crock pot with basically no seasoning. I don't think I had any
I
seasoning.
don't think so.
And just,
No, it fell asleep.
alright, well, that's it for now. So, see you next time.
I gotta go put my
Go put your bunnies away.
It's
You
bedtime.
You calm down.
Having a heart attack.
There you go. Do you need me to get the door?
Maybe.